Hey everyone, stick with the Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, love the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we post videos, tap the bell. If you want to subscribe to our options trading live channel, link is below in the description. I go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UVH fam, you can join by using the links below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you made money today, comment got paid. If you lost money today, comment below, learned a lesson, and do me a favor, hit the like button for the YouTube algo. Definitely helps me out a lot. I'm a little bit rusty here. I definitely apologize. I took some time off for my birthday. It was my birthday this weekend. We made it. So here we are with the nightly video. Gonna kind of recap. I didn't do any trades today, particularly. I am holding, kind of show you what I have going on right now. But going into Tastyworks here, I am long Uber. I am selling some premium right now on Uber. I'm up a couple $100. I'm short the 33 puts for this week and the 30. I'm long 32 puts. So I have a 33, 32 put vertical put spread for a credit. I'm also long Roku. I bought a in the money call today, ran up a little bit, so I'm up 9% on that. I have the 155 call for this week expiration, and then I'm also, this is actually a bad print on Beyond. I'm only up a couple hundred. I'm not down 700 on it, but because the options are liquid, I'm a little bit in the money, so I'm actually just playing. So right now, what I have on, very easy, very manageable. I was just playing the run up here on earnings. I bought Uber last week. I bought Beyond last week, and I bought Roku today. Kind of going through I'm actually short. If you look at Beyond, I'm short the 140 put, long the 139. So I have dollar wide spreads here. So yeah, like I said, this is a bad print, probably up just a couple $100. Overall, not a bad day. I mean, just things went a little crazy today. Kind of, we'll go over earnings in a second and kind of what my strategy is here, but I just want to show you what my plays are, kind of going to the week. I put these trades on last week, except for Roku, I did put on today. But SPY, looking at SPY, I mean, we had a gap up today. I was just kind of reviewing everything. I was monitoring while I was out today. And we had a nice gap up. It was really an inside day. We stuck between 328 and 329.50 for the most part, and we were just pinging back and forth. The importance, I think, was the nice consolidation after the gap up as we cleared the 327 area on SPY, which we were having problems with because the last couple times we were hitting 327 when we dropped, and we actually came all the way down to 320. We ripped back up, and now we're back above that. Right now, futures are up. S&P is down $1, Dow's up 10, and NASDAQ is up 6. So relatively flat tonight, kind of going into tomorrow. And we do have some major earnings tomorrow. But before we get to that, we do have quite a bit of economic data coming out this week. Today they came out, some of the Fed speakers were coming out St. Louis, but none of that really mattered too much. We do have factory orders. We have ADP employment on Wednesday, trade deficit. We also have market services PMI, Friday, non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate. So pretty heavy report week. This is the first week in August. We're gonna get all the reports for last month. They're hitting this week. So it's going to be interesting, especially coming off of GDP. GDP last week was down we were to negative 32%. I mean, was a huge number. Huge number. So it's going to be really interesting. Market did digest it. I mean, we did go down a bit last week, but we bounced back and money's flowing in. Apple's ripping ever since they announced they're going to have a stock split. Apple's ripping. Microsoft is ripping due to, they have we're on the TikTok, the Microsoft TikTok news. I mean, just crazy things. The government saying, or Trump specifically is saying that he wants a deal done before September 15th, and that the U.S. Treasury should be getting some of that money. So I don't know how that works. I've never heard of that before, where the government actually gets a piece of a corporate deal such as this. But hey, we'll see what happens. Also tonight in the news, which could impact the market, is still no deal for the second coronavirus stimulus bill. Currently, the Democrats and Republicans restarted in-person talks. on the next coronavirus relief bill. Today, as the outbreak continues to spread, enhanced unemployment benefits have expired. So unemployment benefits have expired as of last week. They called the sessions productive. Democrats said several issues are still outstanding. Aid for jobless Americans, liability protections for businesses, and relief for state and local governments remain major sticking points in the talk. So, this is definitely going to have some impact on the market, but right now they're just kind of holding out. The market seems to be kind of stalling up. We did gap up, mostly due to big tech. Big tech was up. Apple was up nice, up another $10 today. Did close a little bit lower than the intraday high here. Microsoft was also up. Amazon surprisingly was down today. It was down $52, about almost 2% today. But going into tomorrow, key plays we're looking at, Disney. I'm already in Beyond. My idea for Beyond. Beyond. It was just crazy today. Just kind of looking at it. I did put my position on down around 130 on, was it one? I put it on Friday. When did I put that? Let me just check real quick before I give you the wrong information. So Beyond, I bought that, just so you know. Here, okay, I bought 10:46 a.m. on Friday, 7:31. So 10:46. So I bought it when it was around 125. So like I said, I'm only up a couple $100 on this, but Beyond, all these plays like pre-earnings runners are running hard. Beyond ripped really high today. Roku also ripped. Roku doesn't have earnings till Wednesday, but let's concentrate on Beyond real quick. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained. It's been a little off. But Beyond, the reason why I put the position on, because around the 120s is the bounce territory for Beyond. And I did think that it had a pretty good chance of ripping up before earnings. And that's exactly what it did. So that's what I did. I sold some premium in there. So I'm looking for it to actually hit. My target was like the 135, 136 area, and after hours, it closed at 134. After hours, it did hit 137.48. So, right now it seems that a lot of these earnings are running beforehand. So pay attention to what's happening in the future, and you're able to actually take advantage of these giant moves. So I'm currently in Beyond. Probably going to take this. I'm going to take this off before earnings. I did a similar position on Apple. On Apple last week, and I took it off. Apple did run. I put the play on when it was around 380. It came up. I'm sorry, I was like 375. It came up around 385, and before earnings, I cashed out. I did make a decent amount of money, not as much as I would have made if I held on, but you never know. How are you supposed to know that they're going to do a split? Going to announce a stock split? You just don't. So I erred on the side of caution. And I took the gains, and when you're taking profits, you're going to leave money on the table, and that's exactly what happened. But going into tomorrow, I'm going to take off Beyond. Also, ATVI, I was thinking about selling some premium in there today. Sorry, ATVI. Nice consolidation around here in the 80s. It closed at 84, but after hours it's already run it up to 88.45. It hit 88.76 after hours, so it's definitely going to be interesting. EA did relatively well last week. I did sell some premium in EA last week. They did do very well on earnings. However, they kind of sold off intraday. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Activision kind of tomorrow. NKLA, also another pre-earnings runner. Look at all these stocks. They're running the same characteristics. Earnings are tomorrow. They're all running. They're all running before they report earnings. Nikola, they also have earnings tomorrow. I'm not going to trade it. Premium here is a little bit rich, 220 IV, but I think it's like, for me, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I think this one is a big gamble. They had a nice bounce here off 30. It did hit 93. They sold off. They come back down to 30. Probably should have played the bounce here. With this stock, you're just not too sure. You're just never sure. The one stock that did not bounce today is Disney. Now, Disney has earnings tomorrow after market close as well. But Disney's just been kind of consolidating. I honestly don't think it's going to be a mover. But to put on Iron Condor, IV is relatively low. It's expected to move $6. I think expectations are so low for Disney that any sort of good news will pop it out of the expected range. And we've been seeing a lot of stocks pop out of the expected range, especially when there's low IVs such as this before earnings. Twilio also has earnings, so I'll be watching this. Twilio, their IV's at 122%. Expected move is plus or minus $31. So I might try to sell some premium in Twilio as well. It's a bit extended. I mean, it could really pop. I mean, last earnings, they went from 120 to 150, had a huge pop, and it's been running ever since. So expectations may be a little bit too high for Twilio, or maybe it just pop on off. So maybe if I can get the pricing right, it's low risk, I might try to sell some premium in here as well. So that's kind of the game plan. Like I said, I was gone all day today. I was gone all weekend. Had my birthday this weekend. Had a great time. Everything was great, but a little disconnected from the market. But pay attention. Pay attention to all the stocks that are running pre-market or pre-earnings. All these stocks have been running pre-earnings, so I'm not going to go through them all. I'm also long Uber going into the later this week. Uber also ran today. I mean, it's just incredible. It's incredible. The market gapped up, but all these stocks kept on running and running. So let me know how you did. Let me know if you watched to the end. Comment below. Watch the end. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.